Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, the 19th September 2024. So the synoptic situation, this was as of last midnight last night. The high pressure now that's sort of moved north right towards Scandinavia continues to hold them frontal systems at bay, and it's going to leave us in a fresh east-northeasterly airflow throughout the day with a region of high pressure. If I just run this forward through to midday today, you can see that the fronts are staying well clear. We've got a reasonably brisk east-northeasterly airflow over the area, and it is unstable, but I'm not quite sure how high the temperature is going to get and how strong the thermal is going to be later on. I think it's going to be a very, very similar day to yesterday. Spot winds are indicating winds at 2,000 feet, 070, quite strong the further south you go, 20 knots where we are, roughly 35 knots a little further south. And the problem we've got, the same as yesterday, is this initial cloud. If I run this forward through to 6 o'clock this morning, there's no cloud at all. And then this cloud's coming in off the North Sea. And again, exactly the same as yesterday. You can see it starting to burn off from the south coast, and that will burn off and clear. It was about 11:30, I think, that we got the full clearance through yesterday, and I predict today to be very, very similar, to be fair. No rain at all associated with the weather we've got here, which you'd expect. And if I run through the Met Office projected rain forecast, they're indicating a few little spots of rain out in East Anglia, but nothing in our region at all. Local forecast is giving clear till around about 10 o'clock. Cloud till around about 10, and then blue skies for the rest of the day. Max temperature might reach around about 23 degrees. Wind northeasterly 10, 12 knots. I've highlighted again the gusts. They're indicating maybe up to 26, 28 knots. We had a similar forecast yesterday, but it didn't actually quite reach that strength. But, we need to be aware that there may be some gusts later on today. GFS is giving us max temperature there at 24 degrees with a dew point down at 12. View outside the window, fresh northeasterly. See this cloud. It's deceivingly high, I think. We sat around for a while yesterday, and when we did launch, we never made cloud base. That was up at about 1,600 feet. So I think it'd be good to start winching early for sure, and then it'll clear up nicely. Current temperature from the Met station is 15.6, dew point down at 13.3 with a north easterly wind 13 knots or so, and you can see the temperature very slowly rising. Okay, Odium is giving 11 knots from the northeast with a TAF of 10 knots northeasterly, becoming from 11 o'clock till 1 o'clock, a few clouds at 2,500 feet, and Farnborough is quite similar, 11 knots northeast, broken clouds at 1,400 initially, becoming few at a height of 3,000 feet. Top meteo, as you'd expect, no real prospects of any cross-country flying today. And if I run through the thermal prediction for today, this is at 11 o'clock this morning, 12 indicating a very weak blue thermals to about 2,800 feet. But as the day progresses, actually, if you could get away here and get north for the Avelings of the world, they've got cumulus and cloud base up at 4.5, just south of Oxford. 2 o'clock, and even up at 1,900 meters, so 6,000 feet by 3 o'clock this afternoon, if you're brave enough to get away from here. Sky sight is very similar, very poor potential flight distance, and the actual point forecast is indicating going to be blue here pretty well. This low cloud, as you can see, is going to clear by around about 10:30, and then it's going to be blue. Blue thermals possibly to about 4,000 feet. It's indicating. Sometimes you've got to take that with a little bit of pinch of salt. And the clouds and the winds are indicating 12 knots for about 060 on the ground, 070 a little bit later on. And it's not forecasting quite so strong gusts actually for here. No TAMS. Fire run through the local low towns, and so we've got the usual round here at the moment. 25 is live firing at Barton's. 26 is live firing at Barton Stacey. 27, flare firing at Rushmore this evening, not to worry about. 30 and 31 are Ash Ranges are active today. 1 to 850 feet and 1 to 1100 feet, but basically stay clear. 32 is Yaphaven telephone number change. 33 is Frimley. They got parachute flares at 7 o'clock this evening. 34 is just for only applicable for UAVs, restricted area at Virginia Water, and 42 and 43 usual Otmore live firing, and Western on the Green danger area 129 active today. So operations today then. There are 4 planned movements today. They're all light aircraft. There's an extra 300 arriving at 11 o'clock. These are all local times. A Beach 200, possible maintenance check flight 11 o'clock till 12:30. A departure then of that same Beach 200 at 2:30 this afternoon. And that extra is then departing back up north at 4:30 later on. So forecast similar to yesterday, overcast at about 1,600 feet at first, and then clearing to blue skies afterwards. Winds northeasterly all day. Will set up on 09. May need to move around onto 05 if crosswinds are too much. I said that yesterday, and actually it was fine on 09 all day. And there will be weak thermals to 3,000, maybe a little bit higher this afternoon. 5K21s, 3K21s all available. 2K21s are on the booking system with Al Melmore and Bob Johnson. Mike Birch has his K21 on his course flying. There's one K21 booked all day with Ken Moore and John Wright. They'll be sharing that between them. And a K13 or a K21 on trial flights. Most single-seaters are available today. I'll show you in a minute. Any remaining 2-seaters are available for the casual list. The usual reminder about buggies, please, and the simulator is available if required. So the flying list today, Al and Bob have got students all day. You notice all the single-seaters pretty well are available today for booking if necessary. And we've got a couple of people on the casual flying list who may or may not need some instructors. Let's see if I can pre-solo and solo. So there may be an instructor required there. Okay, so setup today, probably going to be on 09. Merv Saunders is running the airfield today and tomorrow. I've unfortunately got 2 funerals to go through, not the same day, one today and one tomorrow. However, I will be doing the briefings in the morning, and Merv will be looking after you out on the airfield. So I think you'll probably set up on 09 initially. But obviously, Merv will make a sensible decision on that. So if we do, be reaching to the south, air turning to the north. Okay, so I'll leave you in the capable hands of Merv for today and tomorrow, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow morning at the same time. Thank you. Bye.